Hello internet, hello and welcome to this video. Today is an hour not quite daily, as you can tell by the cam. And yeah, actually two guys submitted replays in the forum, in a thread which I personally completely forgot about. And yeah, I took a look at one of them, at the first one. It's usable, so we're gonna use it. I didn't take a look at the second one yet, but I may do that later on. We actually got a high chance of having two videos today again. Yeah, really all there is to it. And starting tomorrow, I'm not gonna be here, I'm gonna be in London. And yeah, Kevin gonna upload for the week till Thursday. I already gave him all the files, let's just hope he doesn't forget about it. And really nothing left to say, is there? Oh yeah, submit keep your hunt fails. Basically I talked to him about the hunt fails idea, and that's gonna happen. We're gonna do that. And again, it's just a straight up rip off of the Dota fails from Dota Cinema, but oh well, it's in Hon. That's different enough, isn't it? So yeah, and basically all you guys have to do is play games, and every time you see someone just utterly fail, like horribly fail, please keep the match ID, and I will open up an email account pretty soon, next week actually on Friday, and you can submit your replays to that. And yeah, so but I'm gonna create an extra video on that on Friday. Now, what's this all about to any of you that are new? These are the not quite daily, as I like to call them. Yes, of course they're inspired by the 9. Yes, of course they are exactly the same as the 9's dailies, except that they are not quite daily, which is why they are called not quite dailies, obviously. But just take a look at replays that are submitted in a thread in the forums, link to that in the description. You can just take a look at that, it explains pretty much everything. So let's just go right into the game. Replay is already loaded up. Let's just go back to the beginning actually. That's too far. No, here we go. No. It's a really long replay, and we are not gonna do the whole thing. Do not fear, it's actually gonna be a really short video. So, let's take a look at the teams first. We got the Bramble, the Lonia, lots of Forest, Draconis, and Armadon on the Legion side. No, this is actually a horrible lineup. It's just straight up terrible. Taking a look at these heroes, I think the only way to go about this is have the lots of Forest mid, have like the Lonia, Armadon, and Bramble with Draconis. Or you could just suicide the Bramble and Armadon and have like a secure farm and Draconis within a Lonia Draconis lane. Though I think that like Elonia, Armadon, Bramble, Draconis would work best. Now on the other side we got Nomad, which is just a horrible hero. Rhapsody, which is also just horrible. Another horrible hero in Bloodhunter. But their lanes are a lot better than what the Legion side has. We got the Warbeast, that's gonna go jungle, gonna have the Bloodhunter in the mid lane. Prophet, probably solo, and Rhapsody, Nomad, dual lane somewhere. Probably bottom though. So that's actually a pretty powerful lineup. Actually, it's not all that powerful, but it works. It's not terrible. Like Warbeast alone is powerful. So we really don't need more than that. Now, considering Warbeast, you long-time viewers, or like my viewers and the guys that are not just here for this video, know that Warbeast is an amazing hero. And if you don't take care of Warbeast, you're just gonna lose. So you have to consider Warbeast while setting up your lanes. Otherwise you're just gonna get screwed over. So, yeah. Now how do we consider Warbeast by setting up these lanes? It's pretty simple. Pretty simple actually. We only have to ask ourselves is where do Elonia and Armadon go and where do Bramble and Draconis go? Now, something about Bramble and Draconis is that they actually have counter synergy, but we're gonna get into that later. No, Elonia and Armadon, they work pretty well together. They work about as well together as Armadon works with any support. So that's good. Good enough for us. And this is actually the stronger lane out of these two. And this is now the question. Do we send the Elonia Armadon to the bottom lane, have it go up against their dual lane, and try to secure more farm on Bramble and Draconis at the top? Or do we go Elonia Armadon at the top, try to shut down the Prophet as much as possible, and also gank the Warbeast and shut him down? Now, in my experience, I feel like that Elonia Armadon top would be much better because you have to shut down the Warbeast. You have to. Otherwise, he's just gonna destroy your entire team. That's what's gonna happen. It's just that hero is so powerful. It's not gonna happen though. And in this case, where the players are not good enough to actually realize just how dangerous Warbeast is, I would say that Bramble Draconis top is the smarter idea. It's just Draconis, the baby dragon, is very much reliant on farm. You need to give him as much farm as possible, and you can't just not give him farm. He's just gonna be entirely useless. Entirely useless. He can't do shit. So you have to try to give him as much as possible. And the top lane, yeah. By the way, same for Armadon. If Armadon doesn't get a few core items, he's just useless. Plain out useless. So you have to give him farm too. And Elonia, Armadon, I can see going up against Rhapsody Norman. I can see them winning against Rhapsody Norman. Draconis top should be fine alone against the Prophet, and the Bramble just sitting there won't be making that big of a difference. So yeah, that's how I would go about these lanes. Draconis, Bramble top. Now, Legion side is actually not gonna do that. They're gonna go with Armadon and Elonia top, which is fine already. But they have to gank the Warbeast if they are gonna go about it like this. Now, first mistake to make. Let's just take a look at these items. Bramble bought a ward, which is fine. Elonia should have bought both, to be honest, but oh well. But take a look at these items. Iron Bucker. Okay. A little bit of regen, a minor totem, and a ward. Really, nothing to say about that, is there? But Draconis, 2 duck boots and 2 minor totems, a little bit of regen. Sounds fine, doesn't it? No, it doesn't, because where's the Guardian Ring? We need the Ring of the Teacher in the lane. Ring of the Teacher is the best item in the game. You should get it in every lane. Our exception is the mid lane, just because how the mid lane is set up. But you should get it on every hero in the game, always, under any circumstance. Not on any hero, on every lane, sorry. But yeah, so Draconis and Bramble are not gonna have that, so that's gonna be a downside. Luckily enough, neither Nomad nor Rhapsody do have one. So, oh well. I guess, yeah, both of them fail, so they are gonna be playing without the Ring of the Teacher. That could have made a huge difference. I'm telling you, just Ring of the Teacher is such a huge fucking deal. Oh well. Now, I talked about counter or anti-synergy earlier on. What exactly was I talking about? Now, the way Draconis works and the way Bramble works, it's two opposites. Bramble wants to stay near the enemy. Draconis wants to push the enemy away. So that doesn't work. Bramble relies on tanking hits. Draconis relies on just burning the enemy to death, because before he can actually take any hit. Just these two heroes don't work well together at all. Bramble walks up to the enemy, tries to spore breath them until they are stunned, and Draconis just pushes them out of that AoE. Worst case scenario, like shit like that is, there's the possibility of that happening, and you really don't want that. So these two heroes just don't work well together. Now, right here, Draconis, he's auto-attacking. He is auto-attacking. Like, okay, great event for a last hit or a deny. But no, what's the point in attacking right here? You're just pushing the lane. And if you're gonna play in a lane, where do you want to stay? Do you want to stay here? Or do you want to stay here? This, you want to stay here, obviously, is much safer. It's so difficult to gank. This is the reason why it's called the safe lane, the short lane. Because you can stay at your tower. You can't do that at the top. It's very difficult. And yeah, That's why it's called the safe lane. If you're gonna go further in, it's no longer safe. It's actually just as gankable as this. You might consider this the long lane in that case, but yeah, this is just like the Draconis is attacking the creeps. He's pushing. He's not going for last hit. He's pushing. And yeah, like that hit, it was unnecessary. There was no point to it. It didn't do anything. You don't want to attack the creeps just like that. That's just the simplest, easiest, whatever. The most basic of rules. And it's just like horrible. Now Draconis and Bramble both fail with last hits. Now, let me just say that much. If you're gonna buy the shield, this is like, what are you doing? Why are you going in like that? You should be playing safe. You should be playing. Let's get as many creep kills as we can. Let's not try to fight them because that's gonna be very difficult. We don't have a reliable stun. I know, just like there really is no point to it. Now Draconis getting stunned, gonna take a lot of pressure right here, and Bramble spore breaths the Nomad, just puts out a little bit of damage. And yeah, it's not the worst thing, but it works. Now, right here, just take a look at what they are doing. They are just sitting back, and quite honestly, I know this is a little bit of a strange thought, but in a scenario like this, Draconis has to kind of take the role of a support. Not exactly a support, but he has to keep control over the lane. There are two factors in a lane that are important. There are two factors. First one being farming. You want to farm as much as possible. Second one is lane control. Lane control is the most important thing because it allows you to give you as much farm as possible and shut down the enemy as much as possible. Lane control is important. This is the factor that wins the lane. So what is lane control? You want to keep the lane as much back as possible. You don't want to push it. Because if you push it, you don't have control over what's happening with the creeps. That's exactly why it's called lane control. You have control over what's going on. Draconis and Bramble in this scenario don't have control over what's going on. It's just happening and they are going with the flow. There's a difference. There's a huge difference between that and actually being in control. If they were in lane control, the lane would be somewhere around here. It would be very, very difficult for the Rhapsody to actually harass, because if the lane is here, and Draconis is sitting here, last hitting, like he's easily in range, Bramble maybe here, coming in for last hit occasionally, but he probably shouldn't do that at all. But let's assuming that's the case. Let's just go back when it was the case. Here, right at the start. Perfect, this is exactly the picture I wanted. So we got Draconis sitting here, he is in range, he can last hit those creeps. We got Bramble sitting here, he is just trying to get some as well. But he really shouldn't. He really shouldn't. So, yeah, that's kind of... In this, Draconis is so much more important than Bramble will ever be. Give him all the farm. Just do it. Now, take a look at what's gonna happen if the Rhapsody moves into harass. The only way for her to harass is to either go this way or this way. This way, she will be not only very much out of range, but if she wants to actually get in range, she has to go right next to the creeps. If she now puts in a hit on Draconis, not only she puts herself in a very dangerous position, but also, like, all the creeps are just gonna swarm on her. They're just gonna eat her alive. If she goes this way, same case scenario. She can do nothing. She can't properly harass in this scenario. She can't. Not the dragon. The Bramble. Okay, but he shouldn't be moving in for creep kills anyways. They can't kill the dragon. They can't kill the Bramble. Why? Because the tower is in reach. All they have to do is run away just a little bit, and Nomad and Rhapsody are just gonna die. They're just gonna get destroyed. This is the advantage of having the lane here. This is lane control. But if we just let this fast forward through this a little bit, as you can see, lane control is lost. There are now two archers here, a bigger soldier count, and the creeps just go down. And as we can now say, like if we pause right here, do we still have the safety of the tower? No, we don't. Do we have the safety of the creeps? Yes. Actually, we do. We got 3 archers right here, 3 soldiers. Rhapsody won't be able to properly harass like this. She's gonna try. And they actually managed to put some hurt in on them because of spells. But that's not exactly what I consider harassment. Now we are getting to the point where actually it's gonna start getting problematic. Okay, this was the last creep wave they actually did well with. Now this is really bad news. Like, Rhapsody and Nomad are just in full control. As you can see, they can do whatever they want. They do have full lane control. The Dragon and Bramble, yeah, they can't do shit. They really can't. They are not gonna go for the Rhapsody, but it won't happen. And let's just slow this down again. So we got the fight. It's really not all that interesting, to be honest. I don't like how the Nomad is using his Mirage Strike, because the other one is better. Oh, well. It deals a lot more damage. Like, you want to use it for harassment? Okay, I can see that. But in most cases scenarios, you actually don't want to use the Invisibility Strike instead of the other one. And, yeah. Now, but as you can see, it's just like the stun from the Rhapsody. It's mostly the burst that's the huge problem for Legion. They just can't... Yeah, they can't do anything. Baby Dragon, but again, he's pushing the lane. Now, I know, actually Bramble submitted this replay, and it really isn't a whole lot you can do about the Baby Dragon pushing the lane, but you can tell him, don't push the lane. Don't attack the creeps. Like, there's no point to it, is there? He doesn't do anything with it. He's not even getting all of the creep kills. And he's literally just pushing the lane. For no reason. At least he's putting up some nice harassment. I can appreciate that. Now, Baby Dragon is gonna go jungle actually right here. I like that. That's nice. Doing that even very early on, like level 4. It's dangerous, but... And here we go, he gets taken out by the invisibility, but there really is nothing you could do about that. Now Bramble sitting in the lane. Again, right here he is in a little bit of trouble. He shouldn't have stayed there, but he went back early enough. He saw them coming with the rune ward, so that's fine. And yeah, no, really, he's just sitting here, and this is okay. He really can't do anything. He tries to move in for some last hits, but it's just not gonna happen. Poor guy. Poor guy. Baby Dragon now coming in from behind, and this is really dangerous. This is exactly what I was talking about. Now take a look at this. What happens right here? Let's just slow this down onto regular speed. Now Bramble starts spitting, and this is just not even close. This is not even close. There really is no point to doing that. You don't have boots, you can't catch up to her. It's just a waste of time, quite honestly. But it's okay, it's just... okay, whatever, it's fine. But this is exactly what I was talking about. If the dragon would have hit the Rhapsody, he would have pushed her out of the spitting. So there was really no way in hell that Bramble would have ever gotten close enough. It's just these two heroes don't work together. Not at all. I'm not saying that they had a choice in this matter, but I think this was single draft. And I don't know, usually you can get a better team in single draft. If it was all random or something, yeah, whatever. If it was all pick, yeah, whatever. Like, it's impossible to get a good team in all pick. By the way, right here, yeah. A really close one, but you shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. You can't win 1v2 like that. It was obvious that you were gonna drop, and the Norma didn't have any mana left, so you could actually have ran away, but you didn't. I don't know why. That was just... I don't get it. By the way, War Beast, Alchemist Bones. So this guy is farming like crazy, and these are not really doing anything about it. They haven't ganked him, they haven't done anything. So again, Draconis, Bramble, top would have been the better choice in this game. But oh well, let's just fast forward through the next few parts of this. No, I really don't know much about Bramble as a hero. I know what he does. I have played him a few times, but it's just like, I don't really think he's all that good, to be honest. I really don't. And I think he's just a mashup of heroes and tries to be multiple things, but really can't get any, like, doesn't do anything right. Now, this right here is a little bit strange, but no, the dragon is gonna get into a lot of trouble. Nomad is gonna dive in. No, Nomad chasing him, still chasing him, still chasing him, and now Bramble is coming. This took forever. It shouldn't have. Like really, you should use this far early on. And I don't know why he used the ensnaring shrubbery on himself. Because I think it provides some protection, doesn't it? And this was really nice. Like, the first time I saw this was impressive. I really have to, like, give kudos to that Rhapsody right there. That was really well done. I can't say anything about that. She really saved Nomad's life. So, yeah. Now Baby Dragon coming back in again. But not only do these guys not have synergies as heroes, these players don't have either. It's just... take a look at this. They don't care for each other. This is, it's like going up against a team of 2 with 2 single players. You're not gonna win that. That's the sole reason why me and Kevin sometimes win our lanes. He is terrible. I am terrible. We are playing against much better players, but the 2 of us have been playing together forever, which is why we just straight up know how to play as a team. These guys don't play as a team, they play as single units. They shouldn't. They shouldn't. You are not part of a single unit, you are part of a team. That's what this is all about. Now right here, this is something I don't agree with at all. He's moving to the top lane. Don't ever do this. If you lose your lane, okay, try to gank something. Try to do something different. Try to maybe get a gank at the bottom lane. Try to maybe just change something. But don't ruin another lane. Don't. That's not nice. That's not good. That's not cool. As you can see, he's now sitting at the top. And Armadon, yeah, even though he is, I don't know what he's doing, he's kind of AFK. But I don't know why he's sitting at the top. Now, it already was kind of impossible to get anything in the bottom lane as it is. Now Draconis is at the bottom, alone. It's just gonna be straight up impossible to do anything for him. The Draconis can't do shit. Nothing. Absolutely nothing without the Bramble. They weren't able to do something with the Bramble, and without the Bramble, Draconis is just fucked. Just straight up fucked. And now Bramble at the top lane, even though he's taking a little bit of farm from the Armadon, that's not really that big of a deal. It's just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you at the top? Draconis, is it dead? Again, yet again. Like that poor guy. Now Armadon moved to the top and moved to the bot, and they finally had a lane swap I wanted right from the beginning. But in the meantime, just take a look at the GPM of the Wobbies, which is terrible. Oh my god, how is it possible to have this low of a GPM with Wobbies? Oh well. But he's now just sitting at the top, not carrying a TP. He could have helped out at the bottom. Just take a look at this. Please consider what the ultimate of Bramble does. It creates a wall, shuts off an area, okay, and deals a lot of damage. Now, what's happening at the bottom lane? Elonia getting dived by the Nomad. Nomad keeps on chasing Elonia, taking a lot of damage. Sandstorm used, and the Glacier Spike used as well. The stun onto Nomad, but Rhapsody is also incoming. The heal coming out. Ultimate Elonia putting out a lot of damage onto Nomad. Nomad still alive. The no retreat, but the Rhapsody ultimate keeps him alive. He's very low, but he just make it all of here. He's 1 hit away from death, but now Armadon is incoming. And Nomad will probably go down. 1 more hit. No, 1 more. And he goes down, finally. So, basically, all of this happened because Nomad was terrible. But, if he would have TP'd in, he could have gotten a kill onto the Rhapsody very easily. Very easily. Just take a look at what happened right there. Rhapsody was over here. Over here, if you TP in right now, Rhapsody is dead. Dead, you can't just take her out. But he didn't. I don't know why. But he did. You have to carry a TP. You have to carry a TP. This was a free kill. In a game like this, where you don't have any money to speak of as it is, you should get as much as possible. You really should. And just a TP, you would have made a little bit of money, you would have gotten a lot of experience. It just... TPs are important. TPs are important. Kills are important. If you want to kills, you miss so many kills if you don't carry a TP. I'm telling you. To all the low level players out there, if you want to get a shit ton of free kills, carry a TP and have map awareness. Just take a look at the minimap every few seconds. And if you see, oh shit, something is happening somewhere, TP in. You're gonna be able to help out, you're gonna be able to counter gank, you're gonna be able to get so many free kills. It's just gonna win you games. I'm not even kidding. Just a TP is a game changer. It really, really is. You should consider it as such. But no, he just keeps on sitting at the top and farming. Not really farming actually, he's just sitting there. Like, he's not going for creep kills. Yeah. He's missing like 29,000% of all the creep kills he could have gotten. That's actually a decent wall. I didn't block it off entirely, but it's fine. Saved the Lord nonetheless. Well, he may have been fine, but no. Now push at the top lane. And he's over here defending. Draconis is also incoming, but... Like, really? You don't have anything. This was just suicidal. It really was. Just take a look at what... Let's just slow it down. Now, Bramble going in. 700 HP. And... dead. He died instantly. And he wasn't even their primary target. Well, he kind of was, but he didn't have to be, if you get the point. So... It's just he got hit by a lot of AoE, and then just a few hits finished him off. And even the dragon drops instantly. Yeah, it's okay, look, there's a point... Yeah, in this scenario... You want to defend the tower, okay? That's the point. That's what you're trying to make happen. Defend the tower. That's all. Don't. This is not defending the tower. This is forcing a team fight. Don't force team fights you can't win. Don't. It's just not gonna work. Like, really. What's the point to it? And he gets taken out. Yet again. And a little bit more fighting at the top. Actually, Lord. No, he won't be able to make anything happen. No, where's Bramble? Here we go. He's still running around. He's still looking for a place to be. He has no home. He has no family. He has no friends. All he has is himself, and a few tentacles. Which, considering all the things, is actually not all that bad. But he still can't get anything done. So... yeah. Now, again, here is sitting in the mid lane, not really last hitting anything. You should last hit more. Really, practice last hitting. It's so important. You're missing out so many creep kills. Just take a look at your creep scores. 21. 21 in 20 minutes. It's about 1 a minute. Yeah. Now, this game should be over, by the way. Just take a look at the golden experience lead. It honestly should be over pretty soon. Funnily enough, this game turns out to go for 85 minutes. We are not gonna watch the whole thing, actually. I'm pretty close to actually finishing this up. Like, I've said all I wanted to say. You have to just pay a lot more attention, bro. That's your big downside. You are not aware of what's going on. You have to protect the Sephoros. You have to protect the Sephoros. You have to consider your enemy. You have to consider your allies. You have to consider power and the power difference. You also have to carry TPs. Please, I appreciate you buying wards. Okay, but that's not your job. You shouldn't be the one buying the wards. And you really should, on the other hand, carry a TP. But they're just gonna push now. We can watch a little bit more of this on like 4 times speed. 8 times? Oh, it doesn't make a difference, does it? But I'm recalling it doesn't go up to 8 times. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because of the FPS that is locked at, I think, 30 or something. I don't know. But yeah, he's now farming the jungle. Quite honestly, he should have done so much earlier on. Another strategy he could have used was just stack the jungle for the dragon, and actually not for the dragon, but just stack the whole jungle and kind of take it out together with the dragon. You can use your stun, and dragon already uses all of his burst anyways. Not exactly burst, but all of his AoE. So it would have gotten both of you a lot of money. But yeah. No, let's just... What's this happening? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Farming, TPing. What happened right there? I haven't watched this replay past this. Oh, nothing. Nothing. Fighting, TPing. Tower defending. Falling backing. And going inning. Actually, Nomad taking a lot of damage. He will go down. And oh, this is actually a nice fight for them. Like, Bramble got destroyed yet again because he doesn't have anything. He just doesn't have any HP, anything to speak of. Just not good news. Not good news. So, yeah, bro, next time, please, KR, just pay a little bit more attention. Just, yeah, and also tell your allies to not push the lane like that. Really. That was actually the main reason why you lost that lane that horribly. Also, you should keep in mind your power and the enemy's power. That's actually a big... That's actually what like differentiates a 1300 player from a 1800 player. The 1800 player just knows when to fight and when not to fight, and sorry, but you don't know when to fight. It's just... And that's something I can't teach you. You need experience for that. If let's just, as a general rule, if you are not sure, like if you are not sure whether or not you can win the fight, just don't fight. If you are not sure, don't fight. It's that simple. Anyways, that's actually wrong. Here, that's what I wanted. So hello there. Yeah. I look like shit, by the way. I just woke up. It's very early on. And this is gonna be an early upload, because again, I might do 2 today. Is there anything left to say? No. I'm sorry, wasn't the most exciting of videos. But I wanted to get the point across of, like... Please be aware. Please. No, but, yeah. Is there really anything else left to say? No. Like this video, like my Facebook, leave a comment. How does that represent the comment? Leave a comment, I guess. And please keep in mind, I'm gonna be gone for the next week. Uploads still gonna continue on a regular basis. It's all gonna be Baumi Plays though, and yeah, I'm not gonna be the one uploading, so the timing may be a little bit off, but oh well. I just hope it works out the way I want it to. So let's just finish this up. See ya next time.